Oh boy, where do I even begin with this train wreck of an article? Buckle up, folks, because we're diving headfirst into the twisted labyrinth that is Lucasfilm's ongoing attempt to turn Star Wars into a corporate karaoke night. Except, instead of singing classics, they're butchering them in front of a horrified audience that just wanted a little nostalgia. Let's talk about the corpse they keep dragging out, Rey. Yes, Rey, the most valuable character in Star Wars right now. Really? The most valuable? That's like calling iceberg lettuce the most flavorful part of a salad. So here's the pitch: Lucasfilm has annihilated every single character George Lucas ever created. Not just killed them, no, that would almost be merciful. They assassinated their personalities, rewrote their histories, and spat on their legacies. Now they're standing in front of us, shrugging like, oops, the pantry's empty. Guess Rey's all we've got left. You read the ones who emptied the pantry. How do you wreck the entire legacy of a franchise, then act like the victim of your own incompetence? First off, let's address the elephant in the room. No, not Daisy Ridley. She's fine, talented even. This isn't about her. It's about the hot mess of a character she was given to play. Rey is the definition of a narrative black hole. She sucks in all the potential around her and spits out nothing. Her story arc. What arc? She starts overpowered, stays overpowered, and ends overpowered. She doesn't train, she doesn't struggle, she doesn't fail, and yet we're supposed to root for her because… reasons? Compare her to literally anyone else. Luke Skywalker? That man got his hand chopped off, his mentor died, and he spent years learning from his failures. Anakin Skywalker? Turned to the dark side, made catastrophic decisions, and paid the price. Even Jar Jar Binks had more of a growth arc than Rey. But Rey? Nope. She's basically the superhero version of I woke up like this, and now they want to make her the centerpiece of more movies. That's like deciding the best way to fix your broken car is to slash the other 3 tires. And the audacity to call her the heir to the Skywalker legacy. Excuse me, what legacy? The sequels demolished every single piece of the Skywalker story. Luke, reduced to a grumpy hermit who sips green milk like it's his job. Leia, barely used before she was sent off in a CGI haze. Han, a deadbeat dad who got shanked by his emo son. And don't even get me started on Anakin, the chosen one who was supposed to bring balance to the Force. Nah, just a glorified cameo in Rey's story. They didn't pass the torch to Rey, they snuffed it out and handed her the ashes. And now, the Hollywood circus wants us to believe that Rey is the future of Star Wars. Because apparently the galaxy isn't big enough for characters like Ahsoka, Ventress, or Mara Jade. No, let's ignore the rich, decades-long history of Star Wars storytelling and instead double down on the character who managed to alienate half the fan base. Genius move, guys. Speaking of genius, let's talk about the people running this clown show. Kathleen Kennedy, J.J. Abrams, Rian Johnson, take a bow. Your collective efforts have turned one of the most beloved franchises in cinematic history into a never-ending dumpster fire. And don't get me started on Taika Waititi being anywhere near this. After Thor: Love and Thunder, the man needs to stay far, far away from Star Wars. I don't need a Star Wars movie where Rey fights a Sith Lord who tells knock-knock jokes mid-duel. Here's the thing: Star Wars isn't beyond saving. There's still gold buried under this mountain of mediocrity. The Mandalorian proved that for 2 seasons anyway. Clone Wars gave us some of the best storytelling in the franchise. There's so much lore, so many incredible characters just waiting to be explored. Anakin in his prime, Luke rebuilding the Jedi Order. Hell, give me a Watto spin-off at this point. Anything but more Rey. But no, instead of mining the rich tapestry of Star Wars lore, they're playing it safe with the same bland, uninspired nonsense that got them here in the first place. It's lazy, it's cowardly, and frankly, it's insulting to the fans who've kept this franchise alive for decades. So here's my advice: Lucasfilm, clean house. Fire everyone who thinks Rey is the future of Star Wars. Hire people who actually care about the franchise. People who understand character development, storytelling, and what makes Star Wars resonate with audiences. Because right now, you're like a band that refuses to play its hits but insists on performing its terrible new album over and over again. And to anyone who actually likes Rey, hey, more power to you. You're allowed to like what you like, but let's not pretend she's some pinnacle of storytelling. She's not. She's a product of bad writing, poor planning, and a studio that clearly doesn't know what it's doing anymore. In conclusion, Lucasfilm, stop digging. You've hit rock bottom. Time to climb out of the hole and remember what made Star Wars special in the first place. And for the love of Yoda, Stop trying to make Rey happen. It's not going to happen.